We got this article from Variety today talking about some potential casting for the upcoming season of Netflix's One Piece. Jamie Lee Curtis wants to play Dr. Kureha in Netflix's live-action One Piece. Let's talk, Co-Showrunner responds. Scrolling down into the article, Jamie Lee Curtis is ready to be part of the Straw Hat Pirates story. The Oscar-winning actor shared an Instagram post her desire to play Dr. Kureha in Netflix's One Piece. And this is the photo that she shared, just a photo of Dr. Kureha from One Piece. So it's like, yeah, I mean, obviously she wants to play the character. And a lot of people on the internet are excited about the prospect of this, considering she's expressed that she's been a fan of One Piece for quite some time. And me personally, I think that's really what helped with a lot of the show, is the fact that a lot of the main cast members come across as actual genuine fans on One Piece. They're not like actors in other movies that say like they don't like the original or they think it's very dated and from a different time and they need to update it. It's like, no, the cast of this actually seemed excited about it and are happy to be there. And that's kind of what you need when you're adapting something like this. And not only the cast members, but just the showrunners in general too. In fact, one of the showrunners responded to Jamie Lee Curtis's offer for this, or expressing her desire to play the character. One Piece co-showrunner Matt Owens voiced his support for Curtis joining the live-action cast as the 141-year-old doctor. And this is what Matt Owens had to say about it. "Mommy dearest, that's why we sent you that figurine. No need to lobby," Owens commented on her post. "Once we get what we deserve and get back to work, let's talk." So this is in response to Jamie Lee Curtis's caption for her photo, basically saying like once the strikes are over, she's going to lobby Netflix for it. And Matt Owens is saying like, no, you don't need to do that. I mean, I'm all for you actually playing the character. But of course, it might not necessarily be his choice in the matter, because Eiichiro Oda, the original creator of One Piece, famously has a lot of creative say in the actual Netflix show. And basically, if he wants to veto certain scenes or whatever, I mean, they'll have to reshoot it. And apparently he actually had to approve the cast for this. Now, some people are saying it was just the main crew that he had to approve, but other people are saying it had to be more prominent characters. So we don't know. I mean, but it is looking like, though, that Eiichiro Oda would have to approve of Jamie Lee Curtis to play the part. And I think she can potentially play the part. But my whole opinion is I like to have the main characters, or at least a lot of the characters in this, to be relatively unknown people like they did with the main crew in this. Because, I mean, I don't want to have any big name people within the show, or I don't think it would work, because in my opinion, it just kind of distracts from everything, because it's less you're seeing the character and more you're seeing the actor, if that makes any sense. Now, I know that can kind of apply to a lot of things, but that's just my personal feeling on the matter. I mean, a lot of people on the internet disagree with that, and they like the idea that having a big name actor like her in this, especially one who is a legitimate fan or has come across as a legitimate fan of the source material. Dr. Kureha, called a witch by some, is an extremely elderly doctor who works on Drum Island. She is the mentor and adoptive mother of Tony Chopper, the doctor of the Straw Hat Pirates, who is expected to appear in season 2. And that was something that was actually teased about in the announcement video when the Eiichiro Oda put out about the season 2. He ended it with saying that the Straw Hats are going to need a doctor, and he drew an image of Chopper. So like, yeah, I mean, anyone who then pays attention to the anime and to the manga and knows like, okay, yeah, after they go up Reverse Mountain and get into the Grand Line, they're going to have to meet Chopper soon after that. So that will be something that's in the next season. And if you're going to have Chopper, then naturally you would have Dr. Kureha too. I mean, she'd probably only be in like an episode or two, depending on how they do the Drum Island arc. I think they could, if the first season is any indicator, they could probably do Drum Island in one episode, but I'm thinking it'd probably be 2 episodes would be a better fit for that. So she would probably be in it for that. But again, like, I'm not too jazzed about having someone with her profile actually being in this, but we don't know. I mean, One Piece was recently renewed for a second season at Netflix. The producers behind the live action series revealed to Variety that the scripts for season 2 are completed, and the next season could be ready to air in a year once the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes end, so production can begin. That's a bit ambitious. Eiichiro Oda said in his announcement video that they're still working on the scripts. I mean, it's just, maybe they got the first draft of them done and he's still going to give his opinion because he gets the final say in how things go. But I mean, a year and a half, 2 years, I think is fair to expect it once the strikes go. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Do you actually agree that Jamie Lee Curtis should play the character, or do you think they should get more of an unknown person? I'm curious what people have to say about this. And if you like this video, make sure you click that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the latest news. Thank you.